Inheritance disputes are fairly broad. At one end, you can have a dispute about whether a will is valid. At the other end, you can have a dispute over whether the will has distributed things fairly to people.
The genesis of these disputes is always disappointment. Someone truly believes that the will hasn't provided properly for them. And whether that person is written out entirely, whether the amount given to them in the will is a start but isn't good enough. Unfortunately, these are always commenced during a period of grief. There's a very short window for these claims.
In Western Australia, probably 80 to 90% of disputes for these types of claims are resolved at mediation by agreement. There is a small number that does go to trial each year, and that's when you do, of course, get into the courtroom.
The first defendant of a claim is always the executor. They are not there to promote the will or defend the will. They are there to facilitate the handling of the matter, and the real heavy lifting is done by the beneficiaries. And when a claimant commences a claim, they must look at who in the will is getting the assets and choose which of those beneficiaries they intend to claim against. Not every dispute ends up in court. But even in that process, our court has very finely honed mechanisms around these inheritance disputes. The results are very, very commonly a resolution. Estate and the beneficiaries can save themselves what can be many, many hundreds of thousands of dollars in legal costs by going all the way to a trial before a judge.
Fairness is not always how a will is expressed. The courts have adopted the position that a person making a will can do what they want with their earthly belongings. We then have the Family Provision Act, which allows the courts to adjust the will if adequate provision hasn't been made. And that is actually more important at the end of the day. Each child, if there's more than one child in a family, says, well, I should get an equal share with my sibling. And that might be fair, but it might not be adequate. So it changes a lot what is actually fair and what isn't fair. And that's why you have to look at each situation on their own.
There is no such thing as an easy inheritance dispute. The emotional layer creates a very, very fertile landscape for dispute. We try very hard to bring the temperature of these claims down. There is no winner to a claim which is brought just because of grief.